Welcome to another NEBA Spotlight. Today, I am so happy to introduce everyone to Lisa with Illuminations Consulting. Lisa, tell us about your business.
Thanks, Greg. And I'm excited to be here. I wanted to share a little bit about why I do what I do and how, and also have some takeaways for you and best practices related to what I call the buying selling process. And for those of you who hear me introduce myself, I talk about let's be consultative based upon the problems that we solve and the value that we bring, rather than being transactional with our products and services. And what I mean by that is nobody wants to buy an insurance policy as a product, but we do want the value that it brings to protect our assets, to create a legacy. Nobody wants to buy a 3-month health coaching program, but we do want to engage with somebody who's going to bring us health and wellness over time. And we might engage in make an investment of $3,000 for that. So it's about the problems that we solve and the value that we bring. It's not really about the products and services that we offer. And so we think about 5 steps in our buying selling process. And when I say buying selling, it means that we're providing the opportunity for somebody to buy and somebody to engage with us. So we're out there making an introduction, and we keep showing up to gain favorable attention, and we earn one-on-one meetings to discover wants and needs. And then we're invited to make recommendations for next steps and then get that commitment to engage, all based upon our why and our value, the problems we solve, the value that we bring. So, as we're out there making an introduction, we get to engage in networking opportunities like we are here today. We also have lifestyle opportunities every day that we can meet individuals who are part of our target market. We have opportunities for direct mail and phone calls and advertising. And we have to think about what really are the problems that we solve and the value that we bring, that we're sharing out there in that content when we're introducing ourselves, whatever that first impression is that we're making. And then we continue to gain favorable attention by keeping on showing up through our networking, through our education based marketing, through our social media, our speaking engagements, any workshops, seminars, webinars that we do. So when you have the opportunity for a business spotlight or to do a workshop, make sure that you are sharing information that's great value and takeaways for your audience. It provides the opportunity for you to build some rapport through your thought leadership and earn that one-on-one for a continued conversation. And so that leads to us having a robust discovering wants and needs conversation with individuals. And we want to know and learn all about you and your business. We want to ask questions that relate to the problems that we solve and the value that we bring. We each would have different questions and topics that we would bring up through that conversation, so that at the end, somebody's saying to you, what are next steps? How do I sign up? Let's get started. And then you have that opportunity to make those recommendations for next steps. And consider how you're creating your scope of work, your proposal, your contract, telling a story. Here's what I heard your priorities are from your conversation. Here's what I understand your focus and goal areas are, and the results and outcomes that I can bring you through the problems that we solve and the value that we bring. Here is the investment to engage. And here's my capability statement and process or competitive edge. You want to tell that story so that somebody says, yes, let's engage. And you always want to be an investment. You don't want to be an expense. You only want to be an expense when somebody is writing you off in their taxes. Otherwise, no matter what you do, think about it from an investment purpose on the problems you solve and the value that you bring, rather than a price tag that somebody has to pay you. And then we want to make sure that we're getting commitment. So we explore that work, that scope of work together. I don't do a lot of always or nevers. One of my nevers is never send an initial contract scope of work to an individual to explore through email, because you're taking yourself away from your consultative service relationship based process. It's so easy for somebody to not really look at that scope of work, not look all through it for what you have done. If what you're trying to do is share what you heard those priorities are and how you're going to work together. You want to be prepared with your next steps to get started. And so overall, you're really providing the opportunity for your customers to buy, your clients to engage, your team members to sign up, your business builders to join. And then so much of what we do here, your strategic referral power partners to refer. And not that you're creating a scope of work to do that, but you're planning what your next steps are. How often are you going to meet? How are you going to stay connected so that you're developing that relationship? Remember, everybody wants to buy, but they don't want to be sold. And they really want to buy your value and the problems that you solve way over your products and your services. So thank you very much. I welcome the opportunity to continue the conversation and look forward to collaborating with each of you.
Lisa, what an amazing business you have. We look forward to supporting every piece of this. And thank you so much for being a member here and supporting this group.